When the police are trying to get the bad guys who are holed up inside of a house, a lot of times they get a big battering ram. It's like a big steel tube or a steel pole that they swing and they smash the door down. Imagine having a weapon that was so strong, it was like having a battering ram with you at all times. This is called the sidekick. It is probably the most powerful technique in karate or in all martial arts. It's also one of the safest to throw, as you're going to see why in just a second. My instructor, Joe Lewis, used to say, go ahead, block my sidekick. I'll break your arm. That's the attitude behind a good sidekick, and this is basically how it works. Imagine you had a can on the ground and you wanted to smash that can. We wouldn't pull our heel up and kick down with just the shin. We would pull our knee up and then drive this powerful quadricep, bang, down into the can. Well, sidekick is that same action, but at your opponent. Let's take a look at it. Joining me is world champion Kathy Marler. We're going to take a look first at some applications. Left side forward facing me, please. Kathy, I'm going to slide up and just fold and freeze right there. You can hold my hand for demonstration. Here's the key, gang. From her knee to her heel wants to face me. Knee, heel, human. So here it comes. There, just like stomping on that can. Blah, she smashes my ribs, then retracts the kick quickly so it doesn't get caught and sets down. Common error on that, though, slide up, please, is the students are going to aim their shin. They're not going to aim the heel, and it's going to come out kind of like a sloppy half round kick. Make sure that knee is pulled in tight, driven straight in, and then recoil. Also notice she's pre-pivoted the foot. This is a basic vanilla side kick. An advanced side kick, she would hold the pivot to the last quarter extension. We'll just look at that for educational purposes. Slide up without pivoting, fold. Here comes the kick, and that boom, and at the end she pivots, really driving that whole torso into the target. That's a more advanced side kick. That's the most powerful side kick there is. But for our beginning students, let's just line everything up in the beginning. The supporting heel, the knee, and the kicking heel. This is how we're going to do it with our students. First, we demonstrate, as I just did, the 4 counts, fold or chamber, extension, recoil, and down. We're striking with the heel. We want to make sure we understand the blade. And let's look at a couple of the targets. She could slide in and side kick my knee if she was really accurate. That would be a devastating shot. Right into the hip, a hip pointer. Joe Lewis used to lead off his point matches by hitting the guy right in the hip, full blast with a side kick, just to get the warning. But he knew he shut that leg down, so it was worth the warning. So it's very powerful. Into the rib cage. And I've seen plenty of instances where it's hit the person's elbow and the elbow has broken the ribs. So side kick is super devastating. If you're a great martial artist and super talented like Kathy Marler, you could even take it up to the head. We're not going to do that today. All right, so here's how we teach it to our students. Because this is really a glute burner, we want to have them alternate learning the kick. So you're the mirror. My partner stands next to me with her left leg forward in fighting stance. She's going to slide up and grab my shoulder, very light, I'm not a crutch, and then fold. Sometimes I'll have the students hold this hand out to make sure she pulls the knee across, touches my knee, fires the side kick, recoils, and touches my hand again, and down. So let's take a look again. Slide up and fold, touch the knee, fire, recoil, touch the hand to the knee, and down. One more time, slide up and fold, fire, recoil, and down. Depending on the conditioning of your students, 3 to 5 usually starts to burn the glute, so you want to rotate, have her go to the other side, and have the partner do it, and you can go back and forth. Next step, of course, would be to do it slow and smooth in the mirror. That is what I think to be one of the most important techniques in all martial arts, one that's not easy to learn, but boy, the dividends for working it hard really pay off. That's Sidekick. I'm John.